Hello, my name is Ryan Lewis, and for my interactive media project, I chose to use a social networking site that has over 241 million active users interacting with each other every day. That social networking site is called Twitter. Now, it's not just Twitter specifically. I chose to envelop myself in an environment that I was kind of interested in, but I didn't really know nothing about, and that's the superhero genre. More specifically, the Twitter page at Superhero Feed. At Superhero Feed gives up-to-date information on comic books, movies, TV shows, and all things they like to call hype or superhero hype. The users got a chance to tweet, share memes, participate in polls to gauge interaction on different subjects and what have you in the superhero genre. The site has been active for about a year total, and it has gathered over 196,000 followers. Now, some of my observations from this site was three major things: online distribution, lurking, and a state of flow. Now, I'll talk about my lurking skills and state of flow. Throughout the site, once I got acclimated and started learning more about the things that they were talking about, for example, like different TV shows, new movies, trailers were coming out, new set photos were coming out from different movies, and I was getting excited. I found myself checking the site almost every day, and like not even every day. I mean, like once an hour, every 2 3 hours to see if they added anything else. And they also tweet really funny memes. And once I was able to understand the characters, who they were, it was really interesting. And also lurking, because I was just watching all the time, but I wasn't really retweeting or favoriting any of this stuff because I didn't want um, that to be seen from my followers that I follow on my page. And that's a little thing that goes on to expressing your true self and your actual self online. Um, Now, online distribution really makes me think about a quote from Goskip, which says that the internet offers a false sense of protection that decreases inhibition. And an example of that is there was a lot of controversy when an African American was cast as the Human Torch in Fantastic Four reboot. There were a lot of people saying really negative things about how they would never see the movie and how it'd be terrible just because he was African American. And also, a lot of these things were brought up as well when John Boyega was cast as a black stormtrooper in the new Star Wars movie. Now, this makes me think that would these people really say these things if they were face to face, or is this another case of toxic online disinhibition? Another example of my experiences online was that this group of people, they really know their stuff, and they really don't like outsiders coming in and try to act like they know things. For example, my favorite character is Spider-Man. So I came in there and I had all types of Spider-Man knowledge for him. So there was a group of kids talking about who would win in a fight between Superman and Batman, and a lot of people were going back and forth and back and forth. And I said, "Hey, Spider-Man will win because he's the coolest, right?" Well, needless to say, I got thrown under the bus. I got killed. Um, a bunch of 9-year-olds were killing me, talking about Spider-Man's not in the same universe as Superman and Batman, so they can't ever fight. And so I'm thinking like, whoa, was I really supposed to know that? But I got killed. I got like 12 different replies saying, "Go home. Where are you? Have you been under a rock? Who is this?" And that was kind of funny to me to see how strongly the users felt about this site and how they needed it. And it was kind of like one of those concealable marginalized identities that this group of people, they're really tight and they really know their stuff, and that you can't really tell who's into it and who's not. It could be a guy, it could be a girl, they could be black, they could be white, and you never know. And I think that's really cool. So my digital life. I'm a big user of Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I'm a really big sports fan, so I'll always be checking the ESPN app to check my favorite team, the Chicago Bulls, and Group Me to get in touch with my friends and group projects, as well as FanDuel. I'm a big fantasy football player. Some of my takeaways from this project was Proteus effect, that people wear different faces depending on where they are. So I have a face that I wear in class. I have a face that I wear with my friends, and I also created a new face for myself that I would use when scrolling through the Ad Superhero Feed app, because this is something that I really like and I really enjoyed. So I'm going to continue doing. And this made me think about a quote from Bam, that sometimes being deceptive is more about presenting one's ideal self than a fictitious one. Which makes me think that sometimes people aren't often being themselves because they have to put on a face to think that they have to conform to someone else's ideals when they could just be themselves. Um, this concludes my interactive media project. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.